The leaders of Britain, France, Germany, and the United States have all condemned what they are calling, quote, the first offensive use of a nerve agent in Europe since the Second World War. On March 4th, former Russian spy turned British citizen Sergei Skripal and his daughter were poisoned with Novichok, a Russian-developed military-grade nerve agent, in the English town of Salisbury. British and other Western leaders have come out with a litany of statements condemning Russia in the harshest terms. Potential retaliatory measures against Moscow include a Russia World Cup boycott and finding new suppliers of natural gas. 23 Russian diplomats have already been expelled.
What we will do is we will look at how Russia responds to what we have done. It is absolutely atrocious and outrageous what Russia did in Salisbury. We have responded to that. Frankly, Russia should go away, it should shut up. But if they do respond to the action that we've taken, we'll consider it carefully and we'll look at our options, but it would be wrong to prejudge their response.
The attack in Salisbury may be the first time a nerve agent has been used in Europe in decades, but the Kremlin has been tied to many assassinations both within Russia and in Europe over the past few years, some of them by poisoning, while others have been by other methods. Most famously, former FSB officer Alexander Litvinenko was assassinated by polonium poisoning after meeting with two other former KGB agents in London. Litvinenko's widow has commented on the discrepancy between the reaction to her husband's poisoning and Skripal's.
Her reaction was much faster and more direct than it was when it was happened in case of my husband. And now we have a bigger numbers of Russian diplomats would be sent out from UK compared to what happened to my husband. That it was just, I remember, 4, and now it's 23. And I'm sure it's definitely people from security service, but it doesn't mean you are completely safe after that. It needs to be done more, I believe.
Litvinenko is far from alone, even just within the UK. Alexander Perepelnitsky, for example, blew the whistle on a massive theft from the Russian treasury before being killed with what specialists say was a natural toxin dubbed heartbreak grass. Many also see the specter of the Kremlin in the death of Dr. Matthew Puncher, who was vital in the Litvinenko case. He was found with multiple stab wounds from different knives. The police ruled his death as a suicide. And only a week after the attack on former double agent Skripal, Putin critic Nikolai Glushkov was found mysteriously strangled in his London apartment. And the list goes on. This may be the first time Russia specifically used a nerve agent to kill someone in the West, but far from the first time they've been tied to a murder, even in the UK. Time will tell what measures NATO countries will take in the face of Kremlin-linked deaths in Europe.